there was a woman named Leslie Riley. She had created what was called the Power Start, POWER. And that was what I was trained on. And over the years, I took that Power Start and kind of tweaked it and changed it a little bit with the people that I've been working with. And it sort of morphed from the Power Start into Clear, into Clear. And so when I went to write the book, I reached out to Leslie, and she was so great. She, I said, I started with your work and then built off it. And now I want to write this book. And are you okay with that? Like, is that all right? And she was so supportive. One of the first people to buy the book, and was just very generous with her support and her, kind of mentoring of, go do this, make it happen, which was really neat. But anyway, so Clear wasn't a brand new idea. It was something that I built upon from something that I had learned in my training. And it was neat to be able to meet her and talk to her and get her mentoring and her support in that way. Yeah.
So Leslie was your colleague, ex-colleague, or just somebody else?
She would be more like the teacher. Yeah, she was actually a teacher, and that she didn't do the training for me. It was, she taught the people who trained me. So she was like a train the trainer, I guess, kind of. Yeah.
Kerri,
so when I did my training, she wasn't the one that taught me. It was people that she had worked with and that she had learned from. So, yeah.
What you just shared is very high level of ethics. It's beautiful, because I have been seeing a lot of people just develop from someone else's ideas and name it differently and proudly go to the world and say, hey, this is my work. But then you build a clear framework, originatedly spin off from her works, the Power Start.
Yeah.
And you reach out to Leslie, and then you told her about your intention. And you ask her for her mentoring, advisory, and approval.
Yes, yes.
That is so beautiful. So what made you do that?
Well, because it is the right thing. That's integrity. That's integrity for me. So when I learned in the Agile community, there kind of early on, there were a couple people, Lisa Atkins and Michael Spade, that were kind of the original, some of the original people who did a lot of the training in the coaching space of what does it mean to be an Agile coach. And they were the ones that taught me the Power Start, but they had learned it from Leslie. And so it stuck with me. Like it has always been here is a way to make things better. And it's, again, it's all geared around meetings, or even like when you're preparing to facilitate, a workshop or facilitate a group, it's good to have the what I would use is now the Clear. But I learned that from them, and it always stuck with me. And so, when you kind of morph and change and take, as you grow and experience, you're always, I feel like you're generally always growing and trying new things, experimenting. And so, for me, it wasn't my own. Someone did that work before me. She came up with it first. I think Leslie, she explains this much better than I do. I think she was going through her phase of, was it like superheroes? I feel like it was superheroes, and maybe that's where the power came from. I feel like I'd have to go back and look at my notes, but yeah, I mean, she came first without her having created that. And then my teachers, Lisa and Michael, teaching it to me, I wouldn't have known about it. I wouldn't have been able to work with it with clients and then turn it into my own. So yeah, to me, it's important to respect and appreciate and ask permission for someone, especially when you're using someone else's work and you've used that to create your own thing. It's,
Wow.
you know, yeah, I think that's, I don't know. I think that's important.